Hello, hello, hello. Here we go. We are live once again. Sunday night. This is a Tie of the Week live. This is a special Tie of the Week live. This one is dedicated to Kyle Ayers. Little guy's been having a lot of difficulties and rough road ahead of him. And we are tying a special purple fly today for him. So this is Kyle's purple bugger, and this fly, among a whole bunch of other flies, which I would like to encourage my fellow fly tyers to jump in on the action and tie up a purple or blue fly. Tie a purple or blue. Those are the colors for cystic fibrosis, and I believe that's for the colon cancer or kidney cancer or one of the other cancers he currently has. And I just want to put it out there. I am all for the F cancer, but please do not drop the actual F-bomb on the chat, but we can definitely go with the F cancer. So F cancer only, please. Or any other PG verbiage. So anyways, I'm just going to take a quick moment here and hit the share button a couple of times. Because I don't know, this seems pretty, this seems like a very important and special tie of the week. And I don't have one up there yet to show you, because it has not been tied yet. It has not been tied yet before, until tonight. At least the way I'm tying it. Tonight, this is going to be a purple bugger. This is going to be a MS bugger, using some Fly Tyers Dungeon MS bugger material. And I don't know. I'm a big fan of the barbless hook action, so let's go ahead and pick out some Moonlit size 2s. I know I got those here somewhere. I'm still hitting that share button. A couple more times. Get the word out. Hit the share button. Give me that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Spread the word. Tonight we're tying a special fly. This is special for Kyle. And I'm going to tie up a couple of them tonight. One's going to be for the shadow box that will be joining all the other purple and blue flies. But I also want to send a couple of extra for Rob to fish with. So, you know, one for keepsake and maybe a couple more to fish with. So, just so we know what we're working with here, this is my little mess that I'm working with here. So I've been doing a little R&D on this, a little bit. We'll have to zoom in there. Here we go. So again, this is going to be on the Moonlit 057 size 2, 1x strong, 3x long. There we go. Nice solid hook. And I have to rotate this because this is going to mess up. We'll focus that back in. There we go. All right, so hopefully Kyle gets to watch this later on at some point. All right, like all good flies, this will begin with a single wrap of thread. This is Danville's 210 flat waxed denier. We'll just start up front. get this party started. Trim off our tag end. And I gotta rotate here because I forgot to check in on the chat, make sure that's up and running. Hit the escape. There we go. No purple thread, oh my. Yeah, no kidding. I do not actually have any purple thread. But if I tie this right, you'll never really know. Well, I guess there will be a small head up front, but it'll look like a little nose. It'll look like a little nose. All right, so to start this bugger off, I mean, like I'm saying, I kind of want this to be special. So I want a lot of different purple in here. So we'll start this off with some purple bucktail. What's wrong with purple bucktail? Absolutely nada. And this being a size 2, we're going to go kind of chunky with this. This is not going to be your average. This is not going to be a light fly. This is going to be chunky monkey. Gonna need a big rod. But we are going to clean the crap out of this, because you cannot, absolutely cannot over clean your hair for fly tying. Alright, tips in our stacker first. Here we go. Yeah, you would usually use 3-weight. I bet you would. Alright. We shake, rattled, and rolled this here for a moment. We'll do a hook's length and a half. So, hook and a half. Hook and some change. Nice big streamer. And let's tie this in. Couple of tight wraps. And we're just going to run our thread forward. I'm going to tie in all this bucktail. We'll take a full wrap there. Also, folks, if the stream does, for some reason, whatever, come to a sudden stop, please stay tuned or hit that refresh button, because I will come right back. In the past, for whatever reason, my stream will just up and quit, and I can hit the reset button right away, and it usually picks up right where I left off. So until I give you the official happy tying and tight lines goodbye, don't go nowhere. All right, what good would a tail be without some flash? And I really like this Fly Tires Dungeon Hollow Silver H2O. H2O. So we'll just grab we'll grab a couple of these, a couple of those. All right, and we'll fold it over once, and I'll rough those edges up a little bit closer, trim the loops, trim those long ones. Alright, so we'll throw a couple of these right in there next to that bucktail. We're going to do left side, right side, near side, far side. We'll start with the near. And kind of gauge how far I would like to take this forward and fold it back. I will do so. So this is right about the same length. So without having to do any additional trimming to my Flash-A-Boom material, my H2O flash, that measures out and that burns the rest of that waste. There we go. Both sides relatively even. No two tips are the exact same length. You know, it kind of gets lost in the mix. So, all right. I don't think bucktail and flash is quite enough for a bugger of this absolute magnitude. So let's go ahead and add a little bit. Steve Trybowski, welcome. How you doing, Steve? So we are tying a purple bugger. This is tied in support of a brave little kid, Kyle. And this is the purple bugger. Kyle's purple bugger. Tied special just for him. So what I did is I stripped off a whole bunch of these little fibers, and we're going to lay this in. We're going to make sure it gets all the way around the shank. I really want this spread out. If you are interested on contributing a purple fly that will go in a shadow box, if you're a fly tyer, tie a purple fly and hit me up on a personal message, and I will get the mailing address out to you. Or you can search around in the fly tying Facebook group called Fly Tying with Uncle Cheech, and there are a couple postings in there. So again, I will remind everybody, we will just be sending some straight up F cancers. We will not be dropping the full F-bomb tonight. F cancer, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. So we'll just go cancer. That looks more like a... Here we go. F cancer. That's how we feel about it, folks. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody here probably knows somebody who's been affected by this terrible thing we call cancer. And I don't know. It's no good. It's no good. So it wouldn't be an MS bugger without some MS bugger dub. And I tie this in a little bit differently. Some would say a dubbing loop would be appropriate, which I would agree with. However, this is how I want to tie it. This is how I like to tie this MS bugger. We will be using a dubbing loop towards the end. So off to the side here, I'm pulled a little bit out of the bag, and I am just going to casually kind of pinch and twist into small little tufts and puffs. I am a big fan of this MS bugger stuff. It's a nice soft dubbing, and it has these little micro rubber legs in there. So I'm going to take 2 wraps, 2 wraps with a small tuft directly on top. All right, I'm going to take a second tuft. And it's my intention to capture a little bit of some rubber legs in there. Now on this near side, I'm just going to take my thread and fold it over once. So twice over top, once on the near. And then now we got the far side. I'm going to do one soft and a second one. Draw that nice and tight. Nice and tight, keeping my thread wraps stacked right on top of each other. I'm going to take this that's facing forward, I'm going to fold it back on itself. And I'm just going to build up a small little bump right in front. And I'm putting this on relatively thick, and I will be brushing a good portion of it out. So it goes on kind of thick, and a lot of it comes back out. So yeah, where can you get this? There you go, flytiresdungeon.com. That's some good stuff. You know, he's a small business, so if you are into supporting small businesses, check it out. Check it out. All right, so what I did there, let me point this out. Where's my bodkin? All right, I got a small section of just a thread wrap, a little bit of a gap, that I built that bump in front of that first batch of material. All right, now here we go. Next batch. It's just going on top, and I'm going to do 1, 2 wraps. Just kind of make sure that's positioned on top. And now let's do a batch on the near. We'll do a small tuff in the far. All right, so this time I'm just going to do 1, because that's just enough to hold it. I'm just taking a little bit, just enough thread wraps to hold it on the initial laying of the material, because at this point that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wraps over the top, less 2, you know, so we'll bind it down nice and tight. We'll really make our thread work for it. Fold it back. We'll build up a small little, it's just like building a small head up front of your fly, about a head size. So yeah, we'll call that the unit of measure. We'll do an eyes width. Welcome, Rob. So this is where we will be sending the flies. We'll do this. We'll see if we can't just do that rotate. Oh, it locked me out and it said rotate device. GoFundMe / Kyle Ayers. Check it out, folks. And tie a purple fly, purple or blue. Now educate us, Rob, here. What color is what? The purple is for, and the blue is for. But this is, we know what the fly is for. This fly is for Kyle. All right, patch on top. 1, 2 turns. All right, we'll do a small little batch there on the near. 1 wrap. Now we'll go far. So, I mean, there you go, folks. Right away, we're talking about 2 different colors for 2 different things. And there's a lot more involved than just those 2. And all these flies again that are getting donated, gifted. I almost don't want to call it a donation. I mean, this is a gift. This is a gift. This is a straight up gift fly. I would never call this a donated fly, because I donate flies for fundraisers to like Project Healing Waters and Casting for Recovery, but this is a gift to our little warrior, our brave hero, Kyle. All right, so let's go ahead and take just a quick moment, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, and hit that share button. And I think the more times we can hit that share button and get people watching, you know, we're just raising awareness, and we'll go ahead and do our far side. 2 wraps. We'll do a third, really bind that down nice and tight. And we'll build up our little bump. And the reason I build up the bump to kind of help keep this material folded back, but this kind of gives me an opportunity not to build up too much bulk, because I mean, there's a lot of material going in on this, and I think that's what makes, I don't know, that's one of the things that makes Fly Tires Dungeon so nice, just because it's not expensive for a poor fly tire like me, like all of us, who's not trying to scrimp and save. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Tough in, tough out. Do one up front. All right, let me read this out loud. So this is here we go. Kyle has, all right, so this is the list. Cystic fibrosis, diabetes, fully blind now, stage 4 colon cancer, liver cancer, and colon cancer. So, you know, right when you think anybody has it tough, you have to start thinking of others, and it puts things into perspective, you know. We all get a finite amount of time, and it's up to us. It's up to us to do what we can with it. And tonight we tie a bugger. Kyle's bugger. 2 wraps on top. So I was going to originally, when I was originally thinking about tying this fly, when you first posted this up on the Fly Tying with Uncle Cheech page, I was thinking about doing a big old dubbing brush, and I tried so hard. I'm not good at dubbing brushes yet, and I got home last night and I tried one with a dubbing brush, and I tried a couple other things, and I don't know, they weren't up to my standard. And this bugger, I know I can do fairly well. I know it's good. This sucker's gonna fish. I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna be tying at least 3 of these. One for the shadow box, one for Rob to fish with, and I'm gonna fish with one too. And then I'll name that fish Kyle, and I'll let it go. So it's like I can see right now already, I got a lot of this, it's really starting to come off of the fly, but you'll see the magic once this all gets dealt with the dubbing brush. Also, if anybody's interested in information about the hand tools I use, let me know. I got the details on that now. My buddy Dave gave me the lowdown on what he's looking for, and I got a little inventory list of what's available. And I think eventually we're going to take all that and put it on my website once we get that up and running. But we got bigger fish to fry before we get a website up and running. We got vices to buy and material to source. Hooks, hooks, hooks. If you make hooks, hit me up. Come on, people. Let's do some business. I'm not looking for free hooks. I'm looking for business. That's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Moonlit. Ha ha ha. LOL. PJ, I can also forward you I need to when I get this little when I get done building the body, we're going to take a second. And there you go. So, yeah, 406 Flyboys. Hit up the 406 Flyboys too. Right now, 406 Flyboys is having an epic, absolutely epic giveaway. Featuring a butt ton of flies tied by myself, pigeon fly tying, and bearded coils. You will not want to miss out on that one, boys and girls. So, yeah, if anybody wants to know where the flies need to get sent to, if you want to tie a purple or blue fly, send me a private message here on YouTube or on Instagram or on Facebook. I just don't want to out on YouTube because this will get published at some point, and I don't know if I'd want my information out there forever, ever. But if you want to make a financial contribution, if you have anything, any donation, large or small, it all helps. Go to gofundme.com/Kyle Ayers. And, you know, share your support if that's what you can do. But tonight we tie flies. Purple. Alright, so I'm going to take my little dubbing brush, which is a piece of Velcro around a little wooden dowel, which conveniently matches the bodkin. I told my buddy Dave, I said, Dave, I got all these nice fancy hand tools that you've made me over the last few years, and my dubbing brush, I'm rocking the popsicle stick with a piece of Velcro, double sticky Velcro hanging out on the back. And it's like, what is going on? So we're just going to take a few minutes here and just keep pulling out all these little rubber legs. Oh! Because it's a bugger, man. Come on. I mean, this stuff is... This is my reclaimed pile. And you know what I do with that reclaimed pile? I just put it in with another pile, mix it around for a second, and there we have it. So there's not much to tickle the belly on this one, because if you're paying attention, all of these bunches were tied in on the top, 2 wraps, did 1 wrap on the near side, and then we finished with 2 wraps, and then we started to really draw things tight. And that's all it was. Top, near, and far, which leaves our wonderful, beautiful moonlit barbless hook here unencumbered by hook gap and excessive material, because this is all gonna flow and float around and flutter. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. And this, I trimmed one little rubber leg off, and I'm telling myself to stop it because I got a nice long piece. All right, so this is okay, but this is not enough. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to do. I just need to do a couple of turns with the whip finish just to secure that off, just in case. Because we're going to get back to that. We'll see if we can't carefully rotate that out of the way and slide that back. All right, so this is going to be an experiment here, folks. So bear with me. All right. Eek. Oh, that's nice. Because we're going to build a little bit on our bench. Because I have been doing a little bit of learning about these composite dubbing loops. And what I have here is just a piece of plastic. And this is going to be my little tool. This is my magic tool. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start off with a little bit of lavender. This is Lavender Fly Tires Dungeon. This is Water Silk. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all these loops. I'm just going to take this material. I'm going to cut it once in half. And I'm going to cut it in half a second time. And I'm just going to come in with my brush. Just kind of fade that all in. Rotate it over. And fade that all in. Alright. Take these little pieces. And that's my center line. So we are working on this through a mirror for the camera. We're just going to take some of these fibers and we're just going to lay it down here. Because what we're doing is we're building our material for our dubbing loop. Alright, I like that. Maybe just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Alright, so that's going to go in our dubbing loop. And we need to add a little bit of flash. And this is, what is this? This is, I'm looking for the name, the blag that they came in. Anyways, it's more Fly Tires Dungeon stuff. Basically everything on this fly is Fly Tires Dungeon, except for the hook and the bucktail and the thread. And then this and then that. This is a time-consuming fly, but this is a tie of the week. This is not anything fast. Alright, so I got a little bit of this purple flash. I'm trying to get these fibers to lay across that center point, because that's my visual center for this whole operation. Alright, it's not coming through on the screen. Oh yeah, the whole composite dubbing loop thing. This is definitely time consuming, but we will hold nothing back. Not today, my friends. And let's go ahead and we're going to add a little bit of the silver H2O, same as we did on the tail. If we can get a grip on it with our fat fingers. And you're not seeing me do it off camera, but I'm making loops and I'm cutting the material in half once and in half twice, making these nice little niblets of flash that is going to go in this little loop. Alright, so we got some of this H2O and silver. Just taking those and evenly distribute. Got a couple that went a little far. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. All right, and last but not least, let's add a little bit of purple, a little bit more purple. This is the pip fibers. What we're going to do, this is how it comes on a small little mini hank. And we are going to take one strand, you guessed it, we're going to trim that in once, we'll trim that in twice. And you see how we got two strands. We'll come at it with the dubbing brush. Really mix that up, flip it over, and once you feel them kind of merge together, we know we got some individual fibers to play with. We're going sparse but thick, sparse but thick. This is all going to get dub. So this is boy Jimmy, I would love to get my hands on the official little magic tool, but this is a prototype A for a DIY. Feel free to try it, make it your own. No big secret on this. Just a couple pieces of plastic taped together with clear cellophane. Losing signal, he may drop off. Rob, Kyle, bless you guys, God bless you. Check it out. Slide over to gofundme.com/Kyle Ayers. We'll get back to the... There we go. That's for you, Kyle. Ding ding. Alright, so let's go ahead and just for giggles and just for grins, look at this. Why not add a little bit of marabou? We'll carefully, right at that center point, right there. Oh boy, that's intense. So that's our dubbing loop, full composite blend, whatever you want to call it. Eek, that was intense. All right, so this is it. This is the moment of truth. We take this, we fold it over, give it a pinch, and give it a pinch. That's my magic tool. But because we still have a couple of steps to go, here we go. That should hold it in the meantime off to the side, because we still have to make our loop wax our thread, etc., etc. So we'll swing the vise back into action. Get that turned back in front of the camera. And we'll zoom out a skosh. So there we go. Yeah, so I had this idea earlier of how can I show the work on the table, and I had this brilliant idea. This KJ from Fly Tying with Cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie, thank you for asking what these were for. These little double alligator clips. I used to use this on as my tripod here for all my videos until I got an actual made for cell phone holding product. All right. So I'm right behind the eye of the hook still. And that's all right, because this is where I'm going to start my dubbing loop. And I know I'm going to have a half a wrap or two here at the end. And I'll be able to use that to get it at this start point right behind the material. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to build up excessive thread up high. So let's go ahead and make our loop. Now, we know we have a couple of variations, or not variations, variables. And one of which is how big of a dubbing loop we need. And one of the things that I've learned is about an inch of material will yield roughly 3 turns over a shank of the hook. So we're going to take our wax, we'll wax our thread. Nice and good sticky wax. This is good old beeswax. Mind your beeswax. Not all beeswax is the same. Come to find out, different bees make different wax with different flavors of stickiness. All right, we got our little dubbing spinner tool. That's ready. And we're just going to use that to hold our loop while we grab our little handy magic tool. And let's come in here and take a pinch. And I hope you guys saw that, because I was not looking at the camera. I was solely focused in on what I was doing, so hopefully you guys picked up on that. What kind of chips? Oh, Reese's peanut butter cups. I love me some Reese's. All right, let's go ahead and kind of brush this out. And we'll give it a couple more spins. You got to spin it to win it. Here we go. All right, so off to the side, I got a little cup of water. Moistened the flanges. We will wet down our material. Give this a bit of a pinch, so we can get these all together on the same groove. Get these all working together. All right. And as much as I really don't trust my little dubbing loop tool, I come in with my little hook grabber tool, and I'll just give it a couple of wraps, and I can ditch this because I always pop it off. I'm not that good with it. All right, let's build our collar up front. This is the magic moment here. I think this just adds just a little bit of extra to this bugger. This would be fantastic once it starts to. We're going to brush this out. Couple of turns, lock that down. Lock that down. And there we go. So that's that part of it. All right, we'll come in with our brush again. Maybe that's a little bit too much brush. We'll come in with the eyebrow brush. And this is by far one of the best bench side tools, is the good old eyebrow brush. All right. We'll take our thread back a couple of turns now. I did get a little bananas up here up front. I am as guilty as any beginner or novice. I crowded my eye. So I'm going to come in here with my hair packer, and hopefully I won't break my thread, but I am just going to mash this all back just a wee little bit. Here we go. All right, so I know this is all predominantly purple, but I did want to add a kiss of blue. So we'll take a couple strands. Oh boy. I got 15 minutes is what we're saying here. We will finish this within 15. All right. We'll add our kiss of blue. I want this to go full length of the fly. From right behind the eye, we'll do a near side. And what do we think? Can we do a full flip over? Just rotate that. Yes, we can. What does Bob the Builder say? Yes, we can. All right. I am satisfied. Let's go ahead and do our good old, this is going to be a little difficult with all this extra madness. So I'm going to come in with my Strizzaw and hold a couple of those extra wild fibers back. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Trim off our time thread. And there we have it. But wait, there's more. I am not done with this one yet. Because we need to add some eyes. Need to add some eyes. And this will also hold this blue flash down just a little bit for us. So we'll do a little dab of Gluia. And carefully set that in place. I like it. And we'll do this side. A little dab of glue ya. Put the cap on so we don't glue ourselves. And we'll paste the eye. I like it. I like it. And we'll add just a little bit of insurance. Do some UV up front. And this is UV Thin by Loon Outdoors. We'll do just a little bit over the eyes. So I guess this is more like a bugger minnow. Kyle's bugger minnow. Because it's really not a woolly bugger. Not in that sense. Alright, I know we got 9 minutes, folks. 9 minutes. We'll finish this up. All right. There it is. Nope, just a little bit more up top. Even that out. We got some funky monkeyness going on. I just need to hold it with my hand. Let this run a little bit. That's the problem with some of this material, is if you get just the smallest little fiber in the way. So there it is. There it is. Whew. That was intense, folks. So that is Kyle's. We're gonna call that the purple bugger minnow. And that little nose up front is just gonna bother me. I need to fill in this hole. There we go. When in doubt, pull more UV out. All right, Pigeon, you got it. I will definitely tie one up for you, my friend. Send one out to you. So I've got, this one is for Kyle. We'll tie up another one for Rob. I'm going to tie one up for myself. And I'm going to send one out to my best friend tying buddy, Pigeon Fly Tying. All right, gang. There it is, in its full glory. So, once again, for the last time tonight, you know, tie a fly, hit me up. I'll send you Rob's address, and you can join the Purple Madness and the fly shadow box for Kyle. Or if you have the financial powers, go to gofundme.com/Kyle Ayers. Yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. So send little Kyle your thoughts and prayers. Tie a fly for him, either purple or blue. That's it. We didn't cut out today. We did not lose our bat signal. So, all right. Enjoy your evening, folks. Happy tying, and with this one, tight lines.